Hello and welcome back to Wandering with Dave. In this episode, we're in the mystical town of Glastonbury. In the heart of Somerset, in the southwest of England, lies Glastonbury, a town steeped in myth, legend and spirituality. From stories of King Arthur to the iconic Glastonbury Tor. In this video, we'll explore the town, the abbey and uncover some of its legends and climb to the top of the Tor. My journey begins on Glastonbury's vibrant high street with its unmistakable charm and strong aromas drifting. It's like you're walking through the park and you get a whiff of weed. Glastonbury has become one of the most spiritual homes in the UK. Despite its small size, Glastonbury is home to over 70 different religions and spiritual paths. Pilgrims come here from far and wide. Before beginning my pilgrimage to the top of the Tor, I needed one thing first: a coffee. That's it, I'm all ready to climb the mountain. There was something about the high street that felt almost magical. Even the computer shop's got a mystical vibe to it. I next found myself at the foot of the Tor. Let's see what we can find. Tibetan prayer wheels. In Tibetan Buddhism, spinning a prayer wheel is said to release prayers and blessings into the world.
I just prayed I didn't get stoned going through this gate.
As we progress through the gate, we need to be very careful with the sticky nettles because they're out to get you. Many believe that Glastonbury has ley lines running beneath its town.
Many believe you can feel the energy yourself, as we'll find out later.
According to one of the oldest legends in Glastonbury, Jesus himself may have walked the foothills of the Glastonbury Tor. And the story claims
that Jesus travelled here with his uncle Joseph of Arimathea, a tin merchant who traded in the southwest of England. William Blake created one of Britain's most iconic hymns from this legend. I turned it into whatever this is.
And did those feet in ancient times walk upon England's mountain green? And was the holy Lamb of God, for in the desert I'm really feeling the energy today in Glastonbury. So much so that I'm going to get my sandals on.
The sandals really helped me connect with the ancient pilgrims. As I found out later, they're blisters too.
There's a bit of a queue going on today, isn't there? I've never seen so many people climbing the Tor. What's going on? The Tor stands 518 feet above sea level. Lots of people in life take the easy path. However, I'm into taking the alternative route. This is extremely exhausting. Maybe I should have took the path that meanders up the Tor. But no, always take the most difficult route. Kind of wish I didn't bother with these sandals now. Should have just kept my trainers on. Many people believed that the island-like appearance of the Tor helped inspire the Avalon legend. Centuries ago, the land around Glastonbury was often underwater, leaving the Tor rising like an island from the mist. It is said King Arthur was taken here after his final battle to recover from his wounds. I finally made it to the top of the Tor. You can see for miles and miles into the distance. Here at the summit of the Glastonbury Tor is St Michael's Church. This is actually the second church that stood on this spiritual land. The original was destroyed in 1275 when an earthquake shook the land. The empty interior of the tower has survived wars, storms, and centuries of history. I just wanted to understand the mystery that attracts people here.
Well, I came from Cusco, Peru. I've been called to this place because it's a heart opener. It's a megalithic site that opens the heart of so many people for the ones who can like feel and listen.
Okay.
I've come from Yorkshire.
Yorkshire?
Huddersfield. And there's a bit of an event going on just to put some love into the ground while the new timeline has happened.
Okay.
So just making sure that there's no distortion, no bad spirals,
Right.
no dodgy geometry, just all love.
And Glastonbury has been a very special place. I met some incredible people here. In fact, through those incredible people, Stefano and I, we met online, and we've been sharing research on the stuff that we write and create content about, and about ancient civilizations to psychedelics. And we were introduced to each other through Graham Hancock. And through him, like we got to know each other.
So what timeline is that is going to start kicking something new off?
Well, it's already started.
It's already started.
Yeah, you just have to trust the feeling.
Okay.
Don't believe these.
Yeah.
Believe the one in the middle.
Yeah.
Trust that.
That's your third eye.
Yeah. Yeah. Make sure you see with all.
Okay.
Not just two.
And feel it as well.
Oh yeah.
Well, in Cusco, Peru, we have 41 ley lines
Okay.
that it's attached to these places too.
Right, okay.
No, and along the lines they create the sacred sites with a specific geopolymer. Well, this one no, but a specific type of rocks that brings conductivity to the place, and it can, like, let's say if a lightning comes, that energy goes into that place because it's gonna store energy through the geopolymer stones that it's been created with iron minerals inside. So pretty amazing how all these places are connected in a grid.
And you mentioned Graham Hancock. He's great for research in this sort of area. Have you actually spoken to Graham Hancock? Or have you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We both work with Graham Hancock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the new energies are about. That's what's brought me here.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah, with my staff.
Staff.
Which I'll do some calming.
Calming,
some
okay.
loving.
Yeah.
It's entheogenic master plans actually. It's like keys for consciousness. So we just to go into the ancient sites to open the key of these doors of perception. So we go into the quantum and we can like tap into some information that you don't find in books.
Yeah.
You find it in the quantum. So it's downloading a lot of in just seconds, and
this is how nature talks to us.
that's why this place is meant to, because you come and you are gonna switch on one blueprint if you are connected in a way, but if you don't have this awareness, the place is not going to interact with you.
Is your wife happy that you've wandered all this far, or is she here with you?
Yeah, no, she's come down.
Okay.
She's with the other dog.
Okay.
Yeah, she's having a break from me.
Break. So it's just you and your staff and your dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. What an interesting place Glastonbury is. People are open to have a chat, like what they believe, where they're at in life. Just fascinating conversations. And the fact that they met Graham Hancock, well, that just blows my mind. I mean, that guy has just done so much research in ancient civilizations. 1 minute I was reflecting on spirituality at the top of the Tor. The next, I was thinking about chips, so I headed back down to the town for lunch. I'd say that was got to be a 9 out of 10. Fully refilled, I headed to the Abbey. Glastonbury Abbey dates back over 1300 years, making it one of the oldest Christian sites in Britain. Glastonbury Abbey was once one of the richest churches and wealthiest monasteries in the UK, but unfortunately Henry VIII decided to abolish all the monasteries, and in the 1500s it met its demise. The last abbot of Glastonbury, Richard Whiting, refused to surrender to Henry VIII. He was accused of hiding treasures from the king and resisting the closure of the abbey. In 1539, Abbot Richard Whiting was dragged to the top of Glastonbury Tor. He was hung, drawn and quartered. Why don't you roll the clock back to the 15th century and imagine yourself sat in the abbey with all the music and the hymns, everything playing. The atmosphere would have been amazing with the acoustics bouncing off all the walls. According to local legend, Joseph of Arthur Maria travelled to Glastonbury carrying one thing, a wooden staff. He drove that staff into the ground, and then the Glastonbury thorn grew. The original Glastonbury thorn was destroyed in the 1600s, but the descendants of the tree still grow in the town today. As my time in Glastonbury was coming to a close, I couldn't help but feel there's something truly unique about this place. From ancient legends and spiritual stories to the people I met along the way, Glastonbury is a town that stays with you long after you leave. If you're around the southwest of the UK, I'd encourage you to come and visit Glastonbury. It's very calm and there's lots of interesting things going on. You don't have to get involved, but you can observe from a distance. Thanks for watching Wandering with Dave. Don't forget to smash that like button and hit subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.
Don't